DC poster boy Clark Kent is one hell of a hero. Once he tears open his shirt, throws his spectacles, the perfectly ideal human comes into his real tone. Flexing his muscles in his typical suit, the Man of Steel flies high and saves the day almost every time. Be it a plane landing in the middle of a baseball game or wielding the historic Mjolnir in the Marvel DC crossover, Superman has done it all. Easily cited as a god, he has no one else who can replace him. But this has not held the creators back from making Superman ripoffs who have been infused with the qualities of the blue-eyed Plutonian. In this video, we'll look at the top 10 of these characters across comic book universes, whose creators drew them taking inspiration straight from the Man of Steel himself. Number 10, Sentry. Cited as the most powerful character in the Marvel Universe, Sentry is the most ideal synonym of Superman on the list. With a visible S and a vast array of superhuman abilities, Sentry is basically Marvel's Superman. He also has some more powers, which makes him more powerful than the original Superman. Despite his power, Sentry is cursed with having to constantly control his powers. The void resides in him that enacts an equally evil action for every good action that Sentry does. So this character has a tinge of gray as compared to Superman. Number 9, Hyperion. Marvel is never satisfied with one power package. Mark Milton, aka Hyperion, who debuted much before than Sentry, is pretty much similar to Superman too. He was introduced in the comics as a villain. He is so close to Superman in regard to his powers, he makes Sentry look like a stranger. He is an Eternal in origin. Number 8, Omni Man. Big muscles, check. A short mustache, check. Spiked hair, check. Robert Kirkman's Omni Man is one of the most viable characters of history line of Invincible. Though Omni starts to depart from the character of Superman as the comic progresses, his introduction is quite similar to that of Kent's. Number 7, Huck. Mark Millar is renowned for his nuanced take on Superman. The most recent one of Millar's collection is Huck. Through Huck, Millar explores the Golden Age Superman in a modern setting with a minor mental disorder. Huck's tendency to do good and help others make this story one of the most heartwarming superhero stories ever written. 6, Samaritan. Before getting known as one of the best authors of Superman, Kurt Busiek wandered around Astro City with a character named as the Samaritan. But gradually, the Samaritan grew up to be a hero on his own. But Kurt's obsession on creating something like Superman is clearly visible in the Samaritan. Number 5, Plutonian. The Irredeemable series discusses a character named the Plutonian who goes rogue and kills all his team members. The character's powers are very similar to that of the Man of Steel. But the creator of the series, Mark Waid, has a sister series known as The Incorruptible, where a villain who has to become the hero to stop Plutonian. With obvious references to Superman, it is safe to assume that it's a ripoff. Number 4, Alpha One. The Mighty by Peter Tomasi features Alpha One as Superman having a darker side. Officially sponsored by DC, the character gives a peek into the Kryptonian's character if he would have gone astray in his initial days. Number 3, Superior. Even the name matches a little bit. Another one of Millar's creations, Superior is very similar to Superman. The character is a fictional character in Simon Pione's world until he makes a wish that actually turns him into Superior. The story gives us fans some serious Shazam vibes, but the character is a brilliant ripoff of Superman. Number 2, Shazam. Billy Batson got his start as a ripoff of the blue-eyed superhero. Originating in the Fawcett comics, the first Captain Marvel found his way into DC, thanks to lawsuits. There may be some serious similarities, but Sham has grown out to be a character of his own. Number 1, Mr. Majestic. Jimmy Lee confounded the Wildstorm universe, and Mr. Majestic played a pivotal role in it. The Wildstorm line offered a more mature take on the genre of superhero comics. DC has been very careful to keep Mr. Majestic behind the curtains as the original inspiration, though he should have the spotlight. Way to go, Superman. Being neither a bird nor a plane did not help Superman much, but being super influential did help his ripoffs gain momentum. What did you think? Comment below. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content from Animated Times.